1 minute. You're looking wicked. Hey yo, I started off gentle, my stroll game mental, my lifestyle eventful. I didn't mean to offend you. Fendi belt saying I style like I'm mental. Moving wild and mental. I made another 5 this week. Your money playing hide and seek. I don't even like to speak.
Hello everybody, I'm Larry Ridley and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Some adverse conditions greeting both teams as they take the field in what will be a very wet stadium. Rain is falling, and it's going to be interesting to see just how heavily it factors into this game. It's the Broncos going up against the Sentinels.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Orlando Sentinels. Play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught at the 25. A big gain there on the first play of the game. And even 50 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and then hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Off the play fake. Swanson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing on third and long. Swanson. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. In the red zone this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second down following the run. Back to throw. Swanson. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. On third down. That's Henderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Nifty move by Gordon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now to the air, Dalton. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Boom, Andy.
Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in 1st downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a 1st down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Dalton, 1st and 10. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
Dalton. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Orlando in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 1st and goal. Melvin Gordon gets around him. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That's a gain of 7, and will leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the carry is Henderson. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Footing's definitely going to be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, a Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
To throw on 2nd down. Swanson firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Here we go.
Off play action. Swanson. That was going to let it go deep right. And this will be caught at the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Now Henderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. Swanson. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One thing from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Swanson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Henderson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Again, it's Henderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's Dalton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Two minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The slot man in motion right. Now Gordon on 1st down. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Leopard.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he will take it in for the touchdown. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Off the play fake. Swanson. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of it. Got his man. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down. Swanson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we will send you crosstown to our studios right here in Orlando. It's Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Watching that, Barney, Barney. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Gun.
It's second down. Dalton looking. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Going to give this time to the tailback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go now. Watching that, Barney, Barney. Detroit, Detroit. Set. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, Dalton. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The offense on third down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Dalton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now a handoff. This is Gordon going left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Here's Henderson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Now a handoff looking right. Nifty footwork at the 45. And he cuts it right into space. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Elsewhere, NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Tennessee. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. Looking to throw. Swanson will keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here we go now. Good, good. Good, good. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Kill. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on second down. Dalton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go. Back there to that Philly. Here we go. Check.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Mike Williams, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And that is incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? No. Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go!
Off play action. Swanson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Back to throw. Swanson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
All right, here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Boy, fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And now running right through it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Let's go. Blue, land it. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw. And he's got some space here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. And the Titans really stretching things out now as they've scored again. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go now.
Slot man moves right. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And he'll stop the clock with 5 seconds to go there on the spike. And this seemingly endless drive continues.
Hey, cut in right. Cut in. All right, here we go.
It's do or die for Dalton. Flushed out right. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it. And this one's over. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that, but flip it over. Making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.